Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down. Back at the desk, checking out some trailers. We just got done watching the teaser for an upcoming Netflix combat action movie called Havoc, which comes to us from director Gareth Evans, the guy behind the Raid movies. That alone should get you excited. Tom Hardy is also leading this one. It looks freaking fantastic. If you want to see my reaction to that, you can check it out right up there. But now we shift gears a little bit and move over back to one of my other favorite genres. You know, combat action is up there, but anytime you're in the sci-fi thriller area, I get very excited. And this one is listed as a sci-fi drama on IMDb, but when you get into the synopsis, there's some wording there that gets me very excited. What are we talking about? Let me pull up a chair, take a seat. We are getting ready to take a look at the official trailer for The Assessment. And this is being listed as a 2024 film, so this must have hit the festival circuit. But is coming to us from, I'm probably going to butcher the name because I'm terrible at that, but Fleur Fortune, or Fortune, not really sure. Either way, this is her featured directorial debut, which is another thing that just always gets me excited in general. She's done a couple shorts, a bunch of commercials, a bunch of music videos, and here this is her directorial feature debut. So I love getting to get a taste of what new creators are bringing to the table, and she has a stellar cast for this one, which features ALICIA Vikander, Elizabeth Olsen, and Himesh Patel. And the synopsis reads, in the near future, where parenthood is strictly controlled, a couple's 7-day assessment for the right to have a child unravels into a psychological nightmare. And those two words together, I'm always excited for that, man. Psychological nightmare? Yes, please. I love a good psychological sci-fi flick. And, you know, the idea of, you know, strictly controlling parenthood and who can have kids and who can't. Something that in finally getting caught up on season 2 of Silo, and just in general with Silo, is something that is played with quite a bit. Something we see in sci-fi quite a bit. So always excited, again, to see a new creator coming in and playing with things that we're familiar with, but hopefully she's playing with them in a way that's completely new and different. And like I said, cast-wise, I mean, ALICIA Vikander, I don't think she gets the kind of praise that she deserves. It infuriates me that we haven't gotten a follow-up to her Lara Croft Tomb Raider movie. Elizabeth Olsen is one of my favorite actors in the entire world. Getting to meet her at Comic-Con last year for a little photo op dressed as Heath Ledger's Joker was just one of those moments that I was like, I almost didn't know what to say. I'm such a huge fan, and she was so freaking awesome. Like, came through the curtain, and she was like, "Holy shit, that's insanely good." And then when she took the picture, I sent it to my mom. My mom's immediate reaction was like, "Lizzie looks kind of scared there." I'm like, "Mom, she's a top-end actor." She was beaming when I came through the curtain, so to put on that little scared face that she did, just tells you, like, she can turn it on all the time, and she's always tremendous. Really dig Himesh Patel as well. I think he has a lot of depth and brings a lot of interesting elements to characters that he plays, and he has a nice wide range when it comes to acting. And now looking at IMDb, you also have Indira Varma in here, who I guess is just playing a voice, but regardless, like maybe she's some sort of AI that's involved. Is sci-fi, who knows? But anytime she's involved, here for that. Also a little mini driver action potentially. Well, I mean, not potentially, but in here, I just don't know how much. She's pretty far down the cast list, but like, those are all names that get me pumped, and I'm gonna shut the hell up now and slide on over so we can take a look at this. Get the trailer up for you guys. I have it up in front of me. Magnolia Pictures, who are also bringing us Borderline, which looks like a really, really fun horror flick. Starting to become one of those like names you see where you're like, ooh, Magnolia Pictures doing something? I'm interested. So let's see how interested we should be with our official trailer for The Assessment.
I don't think I'm gonna get much sleep tonight.
Me either.
What if we're not good?
So there's our couple.
If we're not, who is?
Your visitor has arrived. I'm
Person doing the
Virginia,
assessment.
your assessor. Over the next
All right,
7
sweet.
days, you'll undergo close observation and formal
Wow,
testing
7
to
days.
ascertain suitability. For parenting, I want to get to know the real you.
Is that a good idea?
Yes.
I was joking.
Vibe already has me a little on edge. Vikander, what is going on?
Assessment
Official
is
selection at TIFF.
a
Okay.
rigorous process. It'll do. With a high threshold for success.
Interesting.
Oh, Virginia.
Oh my God. I need to assess
Oh.
all aspects of your relationship.
How's assessment going
Awkward.
It's a nightmare.
Welcome. This is our assessor.
Is there alcohol in this?
Yes, a bit. Is that all right?
I'm gonna need something stronger. We should be reducing the population, not increasing it. We tore each other apart over scraps. Because there wasn't room for everyone. You think we somehow conquered nature. You were wrong.
Huh.
It's really yummy. Whoa! You shouted at me. I did not. What if I can't do this?
She's just pushing buttons, okay? We just need to stay cool.
Best in captivating field.
She likes you.
You jealous?
You cannot behave like this if you want a child.
I want a real child, not this. I'm bored. You want to play a game?
Colors, yes, let's go. Terrifying.
Nightmare. Oh man, I'm scared. This is crazy. Mommy! Daddy! Stop! End of test.
Bro. Yes. Yeah, one of those things too, like it's crazy. Like I said, you know, right out the gate, I don't feel like Vikander gets the kind of props that she deserves as an actor. Like she is an Oscar winner, man. I mean, her performance in The Danish Girl was just top end. But then if you go back to the thing that introduced Vikander to us, which of course was Ex Machina and the world of sci-fi, here for that at all times. And that trailer was a roller coaster because like she's given off weird vibes right from the get-go, and then she starts acting like extremely weird. And I liked that Fjord like waited to really kind of reveal what was going on, you know, like when she kind of fell like off the chair at the table and was playing under the thing. Like I didn't realize until they got a little bit closer, and you could tell like when Lizzie was feeding her the food, like, oh, Vikander is going to turn into a child to see how these two people react to that. What a creepy concept. And like from an execution standpoint, like Vikander is just giving you like very uncomfortable vibes. And like that concept of like trying to push a couple to the limits to see if they are worthy of having a real child. Just like the psychological play that's at play there just looks absolutely fantastic. Again, when you're talking Lizzie and Himish, like two very, very strong lead actors, I think they make a great pair for this movie, and just seeing how each one of them is kind of reacting to what's going on with Vikander is fascinating. And the fact that like she stays there for a full week just doing batshit stuff, like, yeah, I mean, you saw my face. I was just like, what is happening? In a sci-fi movie that makes you go, what is happening? Usually leads to good things as long as you eventually answer what is happening. But yeah, it feels like there's definitely more at play there. It almost like kind of feels like, is Vikander actually an assessor? Or is she some sort of crazy person who, I don't know, maybe intercepted the application or whatever, and like is here just to mess with these people? Like she might be the assessor, and maybe this is exactly what they do, but it feels off, and that is a vibe that pulls me right into this bad boy. Visually, I think what Fleur's doing looks fantastic, man. I love playing with lighting, which she's clearly doing, and where she's putting the camera, how she's moving the camera through this world looks interesting already in the trailer itself. So March 21st, get here fast, baby. And I hate, and like, again, I was giving Magnolia props because I think Borderline looks really, really good, but I hate this. In theaters March 21st, on digital April 8th. Like, no! people, I really need distributors and studios to like start going back to, regardless of whether the movie does well or not, do not release stuff to digital for at least a month. Like, make people go out to the theater. I mentioned in the last video, I went to go see Cleaner. That made it 7 days. And after 7 days, maybe 10, gone. It's not playing anywhere. I hate that, man. Like, it's one of those. Shout out to Sean Baker, and congratulations to Mr. Baker for all the Oscars that he won the other night for Nora. Tremendous flick, big push for indie film. But like he said, we're at a crossroads where like distributors and studios need to start supporting theaters and theater going experiences more. And the people, us, the ones who love movies, we have to continue to go to the theater. So I hate that, man. Like, you're talking about, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, if that, before it's on digital. Like, nobody's going to go see this in theaters. I'm going to go probably on opening night to a sprinkling of folks. And then if you just continue to look, there's going to be nobody in the seats. And that's annoying. Like, even if you're going to release it on the 8th, don't tell us it's coming out till like 2 days before you drop it. Make people be interested in these things to go to the movie theaters. So I don't want to smash Magnolia, because I do think they're starting to do some really cool things, especially in the world of horror. And is like another one of those studios when you see that name pop up, you go, oh yeah, there's probably good things coming here, because they seem to be producing good content. Just like, please keep the digital stuff away longer, or to yourself until right before it comes out. There's just going to be a ton of people that won't go see this in theaters strictly because it's going to be on digital really quickly. But official selection for TIFF last year, so that's where, it's a 2024 film. Makes me excited. Anytime you see TIFF, Cannes, Sundance, those movies, if you're getting selected, they're doing something interesting and something right. And this just looks bonkers. And not like bonkers in like but like conceptually, like the idea of this woman coming to assess these two people if they can have a kid and acting like a kid for the majority of the 7 days. I can't wait to see where it goes. And clearly, like, the strain it will put on Olsen, and seemingly more Olsen than Patel. He seems to be a little bit more like, just kind of go with the flow. And Lizzie's, I think she's going to start to break. And that just is a lot of fun. Everybody's looking really, really good there. I'm stoked for the assessment. The question is, what about you guys? What do you think on Vikander, Olsen, Patel, the concept of this movie? What's looking good? Like I said, I think visually, Floor's got a really nice visual palette that's going on here, and something that kind of pulls you in. So are you feeling that? What do you think of the concept? Is this the type of sci-fi, horror, suspense, thriller type things that get you out of your house or apartment to go to the movies? Is this one you would see in a theater, or are you going to wait for digital because you already know it's coming really fast? And what do you think on that in general? Like, what should studios and distributors be doing when it comes to releasing stuff in film? Do you kind of line up with things that Sean Baker said the other night? Anything that you guys are thinking about specifically in and around the assessment and its trailer, I want it. Good, bad, indifferent, down below in the comments section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime. We're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You want to be here on March 21st to find out what I'm thinking of the assessment. You just dig the vibe. You want to show a little love and support. Come join C-Maniac Nation. It's super easy. Jump over there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace.
C-Maniac Nation, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Would you like to know where I got them? No? Well, then maybe you'd like to see another video with the C-Man. How about up here or over here? And if you really dig the C-Man, well, then show him a little love right over there.